yesterday is that I'm kind of concerned that I haven't really seen as much about gay marriage in the media. I mean, I have to assume that there are still government forces at work in the states that are trying to put things in place to oppose gay marriage, that kind of thing. But there kind of hasn't been a lot of media discussion about it, and I've been wondering if it has anything to do with some of the insensitive things that I said about Caitlyn Jenner. I mean, it kind of makes me look like a bigot, right? What I talked about, although it wasn't intentional. And sort of the thing that I think that was really outrageous, I wrote that. I mean, the beginning of the week, I had gone almost 48 hours with no sleep because I was being harassed in the shelter. And I just knew that. I mean, I stayed out for 2 nights, so that meant that I went literally almost 48 hours without any sleep at the beginning of that week. And it took a while for me to get through. It took a while. First of all, the situation continued to be stressful the entire week, even when I went back to the shelter. And then it took a while for me to just get enough sleep to get over having gone basically 2 days without any sleep at all. So that was not, you know, it was not. You know, everybody makes mistakes. Everybody has, I suppose, little pockets of bigotry that kind of, you know, if that's kind of what motivated what I said, then it's good that I know. It's good that other people know, and now I can work on that, right? Although, I've never been rude to someone who was transgender, you know, like in person, unless the person was antagonizing me in some way. So but it's not an excuse. It's not an excuse to somehow. It's not an excuse to continue to attack gay marriage, and it's not an excuse to be a bigot in other ways, to do other bad things either. I mean, for example, the fact that the president is monstrously sexist doesn't mean that it's all right for other people to be racist. You know what I'm saying? But they just will use any excuse. Any excuse all the time. Just continue to do the things they're doing. And right now what the White House is doing is just utterly disgusting, what they've been doing over the past week. You know, I just looked at the White House official website. It's Michelle Obama, it's her husband, it's the two of them together. Why don't you leave me alone? You know, what is your problem with me? Just leave me alone. Stop attacking me. Stop attacking my family. Stop trying to make it seem like sexualizing children is all right, you know? Just stop doing all these things. You're out of your minds. And I have never understood this about you. I have never understood why two people who have, you know, quite a lot of education, although it's education from the past, I guess. You know, I don't, when was the last time that either of you was actually in school? And then, of course, you know, there's so many schools who are corrupted because it's all about power. You know, power, money, lots of corporate influence. You know, I mean, it's just, but I just cannot believe, you know, how evil the president and his wife really are. Leave me alone and leave my family alone and stop doing corrupted things and just do what you're supposed to do. You know, do what you're supposed to do.